The rally. Pierre Baroni, the new European champion, at the head of 90 starters. Yves Loubet with Lancia, Bernard Beguin, the championship leader, and 3 times French champion, 2 years consecutively in the last. So there's 2 stages on the first night as Ragnotti and the Clio goes off the road and retires. Baroni wins the first stage but loses 3 minutes on the second stage, and Pierre César Baroni breaks that wheel there in the Escort. Tells us about it. Well, we broke a wheel, we nearly went off and broke the car. It really frightened us, and eventually we went straight on into a wall. His rally over almost before it started. End of the first stage, Bernard Beguin, Ford Escort leading with Sylvain Polo, this man second in his Lancia, 1 second ahead of Beguin. Day 2, 8 stages on the rally, starting with the Vassouret, 43 kilometers, the longest stage of the event. We are on board with Philippe Bugalski, and just watch this semi-automatic gear changing.
Poteau gauche 116, sortie humide. Poteau gauche 116, sortie humide. Et à fond 80 mètres.
Well, Beguin makes the best 2 stage times in the morning and further increases advantage by about 10 seconds. This is the best team car, Beguin and Snowbeck Technique, BEST. Danny Snowbeck, of course, the man who is famous for his French touring car exploits. This is Sylvain Polo, trying to catch up, but he will retire with a broken gearbox before the day is out. Another Lancia will take second place. This car, the car of Yves Loubet. These all factory prepared Lancias, all on their Turin number plates, but prepared by Grenoble Auto Sport. Another of the team members here, this in fact is Marc Massarotta, who goes off the road, totally destroying his Lancia, and quite obviously retires. Well, Patrick Bernardini, teammate of Beguin, loses 2 minutes with a punch on this long stage. Look at that rear wheel. And at the midday halt, Philippe Bugalski is third behind Beguin and Loubet. Very satisfied with the new semi-automatic gearbox. Inboard with Bugalski. Keep the foot absolutely flat on the throttle even when changing gear.
60 mètres, droite à fond, pont plus gauche à fond. 20 mètres, gauche à fond, saute. Et 80 mètres, frein, épingle droite, 70, saute extérieur. Frein, épingle droite, 70, saute extérieur. Et à fond, 30 mètres. Gauche à fond, pour droite, 104 cordes.
Bugalski tells us it's running okay now. We've had no problems with the car. I never use the clutch pedal except when we're doing a start into first gear. And we keep flat out, only driving 80% because I want to learn the new gearbox. I'm just getting used to it. We're going faster now, but I'm still far from the maximum of this car. His teammate Alain Aurier goes off and retires, the second of the Clios to retire on this event. And that's where end over end on stage 7. So Bugalski now the only Clio remaining, and he finishes the day in 3rd place, but he's going to have to fight hard on the last day. Bernardini behind him, 8 seconds back in 4th place. Here he is. No more problems after that puncture. Another of the best Escort Cosworths. And Loubet in the Lancia in 2nd place, 1 minute 43 seconds behind leader Beguin. Beguin in fighting form, in the best Yakko, Ford Escort Cosworth. We had a lot of fun today. He said the roads were very hard and we Had to keep going very fast without making any mistakes. One more day to go. Don't count it before we do it. He doesn't take any risks on the last day. Still has a 56-second lead as he starts the last stage. We're inboard with him and Jean-Paul Gialloni, his co-driver. And just watch when they cross the line at the end of the stage, the companionship between these two men.
Droite ferme 80 tout de suite, terre papier. 10 mètres, droite 105 sur base, beaucoup terre. 10 mètres, attention, droite 115 de terre. Pour 20 mètres, droite 85 extérieur sur base, beaucoup terre. Pour gauche à fond tout de suite. Pour attention, droite ferme 85 long, frein. Pour gauche 75 long, saute pour gravir ouvre. 10 mètres, droite 90, frein, pour gauche ferme 60 tout de suite. Et droite 95 long. Pour 20 mètres, frein avant gauche, arrivé.
Un titre de champion de France.
Two very happy Frenchmen, no mistakes, they win the rally. 7 stages out of 15, he wins his 4th victory of the year and is likely to take his 4th French rally title in the next Rally Le Touquet. Loubet finishes 2nd, 53 seconds behind, and Bernardini passes Bugalski to take 3rd. Bugalski 4th, an incredible performance in the Little Clio, and a great debut for this Williams semi-automatic transmission on its first ever outing. Scenes from the rally, just to remind you that Juha Kankkunen won the World Championship last weekend in Catalonia, finishing 3rd on the rally, although Delacour won. He cannot beat Kankkunen now, so they'll go to the RAC with all the championships decided. Toyota, of course, World Manufacturers Champions, and don't forget, Eurosport will bring coverage every single night of the RAC Rally. Well, we move from Limousin in the south of France to Le Touquet in the north at the Pas de Calais. The 33rd Le Touquet Rally, 222 kilometers, 18 stages, 88 starters here. Very well-supported championship, the French Series. On the first stage, Jean-Yann Rotti in the factory Renault Clio, and Paul Littard in his British-built Gordon Spooner entered Escort Cosworth will share the first time. Ragnotti and Littard. Paul Littard. Man we've seen in the Belgian Championship this year quite a lot. Very impressive performances in the crack Escort Cosworth. And in fact, he will win the 2nd and 3rd stages to take the lead of the rally. Well, it's our first time here, says Littard. We had some very good pace notes. We did records on the stage a lot of times. Car's okay. Now we're leading just 1 second in front of Bigouin. But we can go faster. After 4 stages, once again, 2 drivers equal in the lead of the Rally Championship, because Sylvain Polo in the Lancia has caught up with Littard. It's only his 3rd outing with the Lancia, and it's going pretty well now. Well, stage 5, it's Bernard Beguin who makes his comeback, the championship leader, moving into the lead of the rally. This is more like a Formula Ford race, but only for 2 stages, because he retires on stage 7 with a broken engine. Yeah, we had a problem in stage 7, he agrees.
Tout allait bien, on venait de prendre la tête du rallye et ça se passait bien.
Leading the rally,
on se sentait confiant avec Jean-Paul.
Everything was going perfectly, we were confident, and
au moment où on s'attendait le moins.
It all finished. Well, Bigouin decides to stay on to spectate, because if Bugalski wins the rally, the championship will still be open. There are still 2 more rounds to go after this event. But by way of a change, let's ride in Patrick Magaud's Citroën ZX 16 valve. Well, the tape is not running at double speed. That's his lady co-driver you're hearing. Well, after the first day, Paul Littare back in the lead. In second place, Sylvain Polo, 6 seconds behind the Belgian, with Philippe Bugalski still with the semi-automatic gearbox in his factory Clio in a very impressive third place. Yves Loubet is only 6th. He just cannot get to grips with his Lancia. Well, it couldn't be worse, he said. We're really stuck in a rut. I can't drive the car, and I just really cannot attack. Bad luck again, going back to the first stage for Piacenza Baroni. The European champion retires, and this is the reason why. A massive off. Well, day 2 on the Le Touquet rally, and Paul Littare, the Belgian, increases his advantage now even more. He gains 10 seconds more in the next 2 stages. But everything changes on stage 14 when Littare makes a fault and this man takes the lead, Polo. Littare said the road was going downhill at the left corner. I was pulling a bit too fast, we slid on the gravel and I pulled on the handbrake. We hit a wall with the rear. It wasn't too bad, but it cost us 19 seconds. Now we are 6 seconds now behind Polo. Well, 4 more stages, 50 kilometers to go. Littare really pushing, he gains back 2 seconds on stage 15. But he goes off again. Stuck on this ditch, he loses 7 minutes and will eventually finish the rally in only 8th place. Well, that means Sylvain Polo in the Lancia is now leading 2 minutes ahead of Bugalski and almost certain of his first ever French Rally Championship rally victory. Serge Jourdan is going to win Group N. We're inboard with him in the Group N Clio.
250 mètres, droite long 120 juste. 100 mètres poste gauche 80. Et droite 80, non corde sur bosse. Chaud. Et droite 80. Et gauche long 90.
Well, you saw how he just went through that farmyard. Now see it from outside. That's impressive by any standards, particularly in the Group N car. Well, Polo now ahead, taking no risks in the last 2 stages. He wins his first French Rally Championship at the age of 32. I'm very happy, he said. My first victory. I don't think I could be any happier. It is fantastic. There he is on the podium, Polo, and Slow, his co-driver. Bugalski finishes 2nd. What a performance, his season's best result. 2 minutes 4 seconds behind. Loubet is 3rd, never finding his pace. And it's a perfect result for Beguin, of course, because despite retiring, he wins his 4th French Rally Championship, the 3rd in a row. 2 events to go. Rounds 10, the Critérium de Cevennes, and round 11, the Rallye de Var, but it's all tied up and sealed already.